So I wanted to make this video to really shed some light on why we're here on this earth and what our purpose is being on this earth. And I really had this epiphany yesterday, just sitting in my car and just thinking about my life throughout my years of being on this earth. I've constantly worked most of my life. I've been constantly, dealing with so many trials and errors. But I've realized that God has a purpose for me, and He has a purpose for you also. That purpose is something that we need to look for and search for in God. It's not something that we're just going to find out of the blue. It's not going to be on a YouTube video like this. This is your purpose. No, our purpose comes from Him. And once we find that purpose, we need to follow it. And we need to really engage in whatever we're doing. Sometimes we get distracted with so many things in the world that we lose ourselves. We lose ourselves on what God is trying to tell us, because distractions can block our blessings sometimes. And it's happened to me. It's happened to me because there were many times I feel that God was opening doors and I was the one shutting them. I'm not to say that God doesn't shut these doors for you as well, but sometimes we block our own blessings. And when we block our blessings, we go through these tests and these circumstances that we really don't want to face. But because we didn't listen to God, it's not a punishment from God. It's just our bad choices that we made. And it led to this moment of despair, or this moment of trouble or tribulation that we're dealing with now. So what I'm trying to say is that sometimes when you feel a calling for you, or when you feel like God is giving you this opportunity, but you are too afraid to comply, or you're too afraid to move forward with it, just pray to God. Pray to Him for clarity. Pray to Him for patience, and pray to Him to give you that strength and courage to move forward. Because even though your flesh and your body inside is telling you, no, you shouldn't do that, God is telling you, yes, you should. And you don't want to say no to God. Just like in the Bible, Jonah tried to run away from God every moment he could. Everything that God was telling him to do, he kept running away from it. He tried to hide everywhere he went until he got swallowed up by that fish or whale in the Bible. And literally in that moment, he realized that he couldn't run away from God. He couldn't go away from his calling. God has a calling, and you cannot be away from it. You will be put through tests and you will be put through these tribulations, but at the end of the day, that calling is meant for you, and you got to abide by it. And you have to accomplish that purpose that you have in this life. So follow that purpose. Follow that calling that you may have to serve the Lord. And it may be through social media. It may be through your church. It may be through your work. But that calling will be made clear to you. Once you have that discernment and wisdom to understand what you're supposed to do, everything will fall into place. With God, there is no confusion. With God, there is no puzzle that you have to put together. Everything is made clear. We just have to choose that right path to go to. Thank you guys for watching. God bless.